tell me what Miss Fields has been talking about in science this week?
Oh.
Emily, tell me one thing. Say it louder so we can all hear you. Butterflies. All right, Marcus, what about butterflies? They come out of crystals. Okay, what does he mean that they come out of crystals?
They come out of the pupa and then they turn into a butterfly.
All right, so Monkey, what is it first? Does it just come out of nowhere? The pupa just comes out of thin air and it just turns into a butterfly. Life cycle, okay? Now, on that small piece of paper that I gave you, I want everyone to take about 2 minutes, and I would like for you to write on there something that you know about caterpillar or butterfly or what you've been learning about the life cycle. Just write one thing about what you know. Different facts. I'm just going to name a few of them. That butterflies change colors. That butterflies protect itself from the wings, and it has 2 sets of wings. And then first, the caterpillars come out of eggs. Now on the next paper that I'm going to give you, Parker, can you say what you just said?
Want to know.
What do you think I mean by want to know?
Want to know stuff about caterpillars and stuff we're learning about.
About caterpillars and butterflies, because even though you've learned a good amount so far, do you think that you've learned everything there is to know about butterflies and caterpillars? On this, I'll say it so everybody understands. 1 to 2 questions that you have about caterpillars or butterflies. And it can be any question you want. Up here that we have are, I want to know all the types of butterflies and caterpillars. How do butterflies get their color? How many colors does a butterfly have? What happens to the butterfly when they lay eggs? First, let's start with the word species. Does anybody know what the word species means? Reagan, what does species mean?
What type?
All right. What type? Ansley, what does she mean by what type?
What kind?
What kind? Okay. So, is that talking about, when I say different species of butterflies, does that mean that I'm talking about different types of butterflies or different types of insects in general?
Insects in general.
Different kinds of butterflies.
Different kinds of butterflies. Now, if I use the word species and I said different species of cats or different species of bears, that means I would be talking about different kinds of bears, different kinds of cats. All right? Who's ever heard of moth? All right. Are moths and butterflies the same? No. They kind of look the same sometimes, though, don't they?
They're both pretty.
They're both pretty, aren't they? Yes, ma'am.
My sister said that moths are old butterflies.
Moths are old butterflies. Some of them look like old butterflies, don't they?
Yeah, because I got the
Monkey stuff on
This moth right here somewhat looks like a butterfly. Who's ever seen this? Maybe outside on their porch.
it. I can't see it.
It's called a what? A Luna moth. Those things sometimes are as big or bigger than your hands. How does the caterpillar change into the butterfly? Because you know the life cycle, right? But you don't know really, Heather, the whole process, do you? See? Shows you the whole thing.
Wow.
it talks about it. And somebody asked about the butterfly and the caterpillar and the flowers. Emily, what do you see? Do you not see flowers? Yes. Does it have to do with this? Okay, go ahead. Yes, so the nectar. Without looking at the board real quick, how many different kinds of species of butterflies did you think there were? Just take a guess, anybody.
100?
All right, Jay says 100.
A
Owen,
million.
50.
you say 50, Ethan.
Why are we?
A billion, a million, 50, 100. Emily, 100.
500.
Kiana,
Infinity.
infinity,
Same as Jace.
50. Bella Kate,
No, Jace becomes
5,065.
5,065. All right, Monkia,
100.
100. Taylor,
50.
50. Well, let's see just how many there are. How many kinds of butterflies are there?
20.
There are approximately 20,000 species of butterflies in the world. 20,000.
I should have said
Can you believe that?
No. Is it no?
No.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's true. All right, and about 725 species have occurred in North America, north of Mexico. Where's North America? Types of butterflies. Is there only one kind of caterpillar, or are there different kinds of caterpillars? So there's different species of caterpillars, which turn into what? Butterflies. So I guess their colors just come from what kind of species they are, what kind of caterpillar we're talking about here, okay? I spy a butterfly. All right. So Parker, can you read that from there?
Not that good because of that blue stuff.
Yeah.
And
It's called an anise swallowtail. Then we have buckeye. Then this one is called cabbage white.
I've seen that one.
Cloudless sulfur. Giant swallowtail.
I've seen
Gulf fritillary.
Oh, I've seen that one.
A monarch butterfly. Orange sulfur. So it has that orange, greenish, yellowish color. Painted lady. Why do you think it's called a painted lady?
Because it's so painted.
Look at all the different details you have on it. The black and the white and the orange. Queen. Let's press on the queen and see what it says. All right, Parker, can you read that sentence? Or no, you can't. All right.
The queen butterfly is a little smaller than a related
Monarch.
and has more white dots.
All right. So since it's called the queen butterfly, what kind of caterpillar is it?
Queen caterpillar.
All right. This is the type of plant. It's called milkweed. All right. So caterpillars eat milkweed that give them toxins, which protect them from predators.
also when predators like to eat them, they consume the toxins and it kills the predator.
Yes.
Oh, well. I would not.
All right. Then the orange sulfur. Lupine is the type of plant.
I've seen one of those caterpillars.
Nectaring on seaside daisies.
I've seen tons of
Plant
plants.
The pea family, including lupine, alfalfa, white or sweet clover.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa, just
Yeah,
like
it's a type of plant.
Alfalfa.
All right.
Citrus family.
Rue.
Rue. And
two last things. All right, a big change. When a caterpillar is fully grown, it's time for a big change. This is awesome change, and it's called metamorphosis. Look at what the monarch butterfly caterpillar turns into. While the caterpillar is growing, it sheds its skin 5 times, and it wriggles out of its old skin into a new, bigger skin underneath. With time, it wraps around it for a protective case like you all were telling me with a chrysalis. And then, can anybody tell me how long it stays in there?
It stays in there all winter.
All winter? All right.
1 week.
Here, for the monarch butterfly, it says it stays in the chrysalis for 9 to 14 days. To poke a hole through it, Leonard, what do you think transparent means? Just give me any answer. What you think transparent means? Doesn't matter. Nobody's going to laugh at you if it's wrong. That's what we're learning. We're all learning here. Transparent means you can see through it. You can see through it. That is what transparent means. Then the chrysalis splits open and a butterfly pushes itself out. The butterfly's wings are crumpled and wet, and it stretches them out to what? What do butterflies do? To dry so it can fly. All right. So this book is going to be right over here for you all. All right. And then marker. So on this pink paper, I want you to tell me something that you learned today that may have answered your question. And then Parker is handing out this paper for one last thing that we're going to do after you tell me something you learned, okay? So, how many different species of butterflies are there?
20,000.
20,000. Where all do they live?
South America.
North America has how many species?
20,000.
20,000 is the total. 575. Now for this writing prompt, thank you. I would like for you, and I'm going to pull up the page, and there's 20,000 species, and obviously we didn't have time to talk about every single species, okay?
So that's just
And I'll keep going and showing. But I want you to tell me, if you were a butterfly, which type of butterfly would you be and why? Which type of butterfly would you be and why? And when you tell me about why, I want you to also describe the colors of the butterfly, okay? So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do that, okay? If you were a butterfly, which butterfly would you be and why? And then talk about the different colors of the butterflies. Got about 3 minutes. If you can't remember the name, just describe the color that you remember, okay? And we'll go back to it. But I need you to write me at least 5 sentences. Tell me about where you think it might live, if you can't think of anything else to write describing its color. Nope, I can't. All right. And pencils down.